Testing. Is this thing on? Okay, so this is my first video that I'm making for YouTube, I guess. I've made videos before, but I just never posted them. And this was like way back when, like a long time ago, when I was in college and I would make videos, but then I just never posted them. I shared them with my family, but that was about it. And then again in 2015, I had already graduated college and moved out and was living in El Paso. And I had my own channel that I would post on, but then I was like very discouraged about posting on it. So I never did anything with that and I deleted that channel. So now I am reviving this side of me and this journey. And I am starting this with, I guess, an unboxing of my new embroidery machine that I just got today in the mail and I was waiting for. So I'm super excited and I'm glad that you are here and watching this video, and I hope you enjoy. I'm not the best at making videos, so my editing is probably going to be trash compared to the thousands and millions of videos out there. But I'm just thankful that you're here and I'm thankful that you're watching, and hopefully you will get to see me and this journey. And yeah, so let's jump right in. Okay, so I ordered the Brother embroidery machine. The model number, or the model, is the PE900, and I ordered it from swing.com, and I really liked that they offered a lot of the like accessories with that package, and that's why I got this one. I unboxed the second package that came with this because it was delivered in two separate packages, but I got a 4-in-1 embroidery hoop set, which you can see here. I just opened that and I figured why not make a little video about it, so I did that, and I'll probably do a voiceover of that one. I don't know. This one also came with a sewing kit, and a lot of the stuff I already had, so I'm not going to use this one just yet. So I'm thinking of maybe, like, I don't know, doing like a giveaway or something. I think that'd be really cool to, like, as I grow, like, just do like a small giveaway and include this really nice set that has just a little bit of everything. And that little tomato fell out, but I really like, and that fell out. These are little tweezers. But I really like that it just had a lot of stuff. It has all different kinds of embroidery thread or sewing thread, some little thimbles, some crochet hook, just kind of a lot of some snaps and buttons. So I thought it was really cool, and honestly, like, this would be a really good travel kit. But like I said, I already have a lot of this stuff. I've been sewing pretty much my entire life. Probably since I was like 5, I swear. Like, both my grandmothers sewed, and they still do, and they both are just very crafty. So I think, me having ADHD, they just kind of wanted me to sit down, and they would sit me in front of a sewing machine, and they would have me sew things like pillowcases. And I'm pretty sure that I've sewn about 1,000 pillowcases for them. And I think that's also like the easiest thing. I also took like a home ec class in high school, and my whole dream was to like design clothes and one day go to like New York and do that whole thing. And my mom invested in that, and she got me my first sewing machine when I was in high school, and I still have it and I still use it. And that's something that I probably will never get rid of. And I actually have like 2 or 3 more sewing machines. But I hadn't really thought about getting into embroidery, just because, one, I wasn't introduced anywhere in embroidery, and it was a little intimidating. And last year I picked up hand embroidery, one, so that I could enjoy time with my son while he plays, but he's a very independent player. He likes playtime to be just about him. So I wanted a way to like be able to sit with him, whether it was outside or inside, without having screens on, without being on my phone. So I started picking up hand embroidery, and I love it. I have a really bad arthritis in my hands, so sometimes holding the needle and embroidery thread, my hands cramp up a lot. So I didn't do anything with that like as much as I would like to do. I've done a lot of small projects, but nothing really big. And then this year I started my own little business about 2 months ago, and I have a hat bar and it's set up all over. And so I wanted a way to like make my own patches, and started looking into that. And I was like, oh my gosh, I could do this. So I took an embroidery class at Stitch House in Richardson, which I love. And they're just, honestly, they're great. Jessica and Gracie, and all the ladies that work there, all of the staff that work there. And they're actually helping me get to my bigger embroidery machine. And it's just going to be amazing. It's going to open so many doors for me and my family. And I get to continue on this journey of crafting and use that side of me that has been wanting to come out for so long. And I do craft a lot. This is my craft room, and I'll probably do a little tour when it's a little bit more set up and organized, because right now, just between the busyness of going to events and like coming in, setting everything down, and then trying to rest and relax and then repack everything, it's gotten a little bit hectic in here. And then we kind of moved some stuff around. I moved my desks from the outside in our garage to the inside, which they're just complete chaos. But I'm really excited. So yes, I did make this cute little sash, and I used a Bernina. I'm not sure the model that I used, but this was made with a Bernina, and it's a wreath sash, and I made it for the 4th of July. And it's really cool, except I didn't have a wreath, and then I remembered that I have a Christmas wreath, but I didn't want to go in the attic and get it because it's like really hot in there. Okay, so then the next thing that came in that first package was a lot of spools of different colors, and these are Richword brand. They are Richword Selected. It's a polyester embroidery thread. there are 80 cones and they're 800 meters. We're in America, so I'm not too sure what that conversion would be for anything else, but I'm gonna work on that. And then I'm really not sure what this means. It's maybe for the weight, but it says 40 WT, and I'm gonna create my own little like dictionary of terms, which I did start writing down whenever I took the class at Stitch House, because I don't know anything about anything embroidery. Like what I thought I knew from hand embroidery is not what is in machine embroidery, and I'm discovering that there are two different worlds. And I'm in a lot of embroidery, like hand embroidery and like beginner hand embroidery groups, but I'm not in any that have to deal with machines. So that's going to be a new journey for me, and maybe I'll do something, like once a week to like kind of build my vocabulary, because I know there's a lot of things like stabilizer, and is it water soluble or is it tearaway, and there's different adhesives, and then like there's just so many things. So those were the items that I got in the first package. And I think I have one more package that is coming in the mail. And I think that has like the stabilizers, the spray, and a few other little things. But I didn't check when that one was going to be delivered. And it probably will be delivered today because they were all sent out on the same date. And I'm pretty sure they're all from the same location. But I ordered this, I believe, last Saturday because I'm very impatient and I couldn't wait until I got my bigger machine to like jump in and get started. I have a show tomorrow and a show on Sunday that I'm doing, and there's a couple of patches I want to make specifically for those two events. So I was really glad that this came in today, and it's Thursday. So yeah. So this is, like I said before, the PE900. This one I went back and forth with a couple other models. I really wanted something that was gonna stay here for the most part, but that was also easily transportable. I travel a lot, so being able to take things with me on the road is like a big plus. And then I also want to offer live embroidery at events, so that I can bring that to individuals and like their events and have that. So this one I picked because it has the 5x7 hoop attachment, and not all of them have that range. This one is just the embroidery machine. There's 193 built-in embroidery designs. There's 13 included fonts. There's a lot of cool little there's like a touchscreen. Comes with the Art Spira, which I kind of played around with already. So I really like this one just because it had the 5x7 embroidery field, and most of the home embroidery, I believe this is called like a flatbed. I don't know, don't quote me on that, but a lot of the home embroidery machines like don't have the 4x4 range, or they only have the 4x4 range. So this, okay, so I got cut off on that last video, and that's perfectly fine. I'm also using Edits app, which I use for Instagram, and I think it's just Instagram and Facebook that uses that. So I'm learning that it's 10 minutes. And also, I don't have a lot of memory on my phone, so I might cut off again, and I might have to like delete a few pictures and stuff. But like I was saying, I really liked this one just because it gives the 5x7 embroidery attachment, so it allows me to have just a larger area to work with. I have two small businesses that I make 99% of the product, and by that 1%, I do outsource when I need to, but I try to keep everything um, in-house so that I'm able to keep the cost down for myself and keep the cost down for my customers who order. That's my 3-year-old, so I'm going to pause this and I'll be right back. Yes. Okay, so I'm back. I went ahead and unboxed this just because that box was monstrous and really big. So this is kind of the spot where I'm going to set this up. It's right by my computer desk, and it'll be easy to just use the chair and turn around. I have my sewing machine set up over here on this side of the room. This is our front room, by the way. It's also my son's playroom, and then I had set up everything in the garage a while back. Then it got really hot, and it's just too hot to work in there. So I needed a spot. So I took over his room, and now he calls it the playroom workshop. But it has not functioned as a playroom in a while. So this is everything that came in the box. It was the machine itself, and it's a pretty heavy machine, but nonetheless, I didn't expect it to be very lightweight. Compared to the big machines, it's lightweight. And then this is the stand that the hoops will go on. So I'll do that. And then, like most of the embroidery and sewing machines, they always come with like a little bag of goodies, some needles, little scissors, just a lot of little goodie bags. My brother sewing machine that I have, the bag goes in one of these compartments. So I like that. I'm not sure if this one is like that and will have the same little cubby space, but I'm sure I can find a spot for it. I got this table from a neighbor. They were going to throw it out, and it's kind of perfect because it has 2 drawers, and I use these for like craft stuff. So I have the extension cord or the plug-in cord, a cover, the actual embroidery hoop that is for this machine, and then a nice packet of manuals. And I'm one of those people that keeps every single manual that I get with any type of machine. I'm also one of those people that keeps them and then forgets where they are. But I do have a spot in my desk that I've been putting everything. So this is just a quick reference guide, an embroidery guide, operation manual, and then the instructions in Spanish and French. So pretty cool. Also, one thing I forgot to mention, I did get I believe this is $500 worth of cards for So Fontsy, and their fonts, designs, and SVGs. I do have a Cricut, so I'll probably look at these for like embroidery designs and SVGs for the Cricut. I haven't heard of this website before, but I'm going to take a look at it and use these just to add designs to my new collection of things, because why not? And yeah, also they gave me this little paper on Artspira. I did download the app to my phone a few days ago because I was kind of impatient and wanted to see what I could use it for. Artspira is the creative app for the Brother products. They have the sewing machine, the embroidery machines, they have the sublimation, they have a cutting machine, and they also have, which is really cool, it's a print to garment machine. I have not looked into that, but I do have a sublimation printer, and of course I have the Cricut, so maybe I need to do a print to garment. But I also like working with the Frisco Craft Studio here in Frisco, and I get all my DTFs from them. So I kind of want to keep that relationship because I've been using them for almost 3 years, and I just love their quality of products. And they're right down the street from my house, which makes it super convenient because it's like a 5-minute drive. It probably takes me longer to get my son into the car seat than it does to get to their shop. So that was my unboxing video of my new embroidery machine. Probably gonna do a video on how to set it up and kind of make a little project. I really want to make a bag tag. I've been seeing those for my son because he sees all the things that I have, and he's also a trinket kid like me. So I want to work on that, and then a few other projects that I have in mind. My sister also commissioned me to make her D&D bag because she's a big D&D player, and I'm super excited because she gave me free reign for that. And then I have a few other ideas, but I'm not going to say them out loud just yet because I need to write them down so I can get it all in one kind of list of things that I want to make. But I'm super excited, and I'm so glad that you were here to unbox this with me and also go along this journey with me. Super excited. So thank you so much for watching if you made it this far, and I hope to see you in my next video.